Gonna be it. Last take. What's up, big baby? Runaway Jukebox is not coming back, and I need to explain why. Because I understand that everybody is super frustrated at that, but there are personal reasons why I can't bring the show back. 3 years ago, we ended the show after 125 episodes, and it felt right. We ended the show because I got a call for a job offer to move to Charlotte, and wrapping up the show and having kind of like a send-off with Yo and Mark and David and Kim and Nick and Danny, it felt right. So when we ended the show, it felt like a proper end. I mean, you can ask everybody that was there during the recording. I cried afterwards. As soon as we stopped the show, it was like I was sending a kid off to college or shooting my dog or something. I don't know. But the show ended and it felt good just leaving it there. Then we moved to Charlotte, and the job was just chaos. I was working 80 hours a week. I never saw Daniela at the house. I was always coming home 9, 10, sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning. It was a mess. It did numbers on my psyche and my mental health. And then in the middle of all of that, I got a call from the dialysis center that my dad was at in Virginia, for them to tell me that my dad passed out and he was on his way to the hospital. My uncle gave me the call shortly after that I needed to drive up. And when I got to Virginia, I found out that my dad was in a coma and he was going to pass away. My dad is the most important man in my life. Even after his death continues to be. And so losing him so suddenly felt unfair, continues to still feel that way, and blew a hole in my heart in ways that I can't explain and understand without bursting into tears on camera, so I won't. But that did a lot. In addition to what was going on at my job, it did a lot to mess with me mentally and just put me in a really bad place. And things that have continued to happen in my life continue to make it hard for me to get out of that. But let's go back to 2018. So my dad passed away in January, and then shortly after that, a few months later, I got laid off from the job that I moved myself and Daniela across states to do. And that, in conjunction with my dad's passing, was a 1-2 punch that I still don't think I fully recovered from. But I had just been going through a lot of traumatic experiences, and so in order to kind of help deal with that, I wanted to try and recapture the magic from the show. And we actually recorded an episode before I got laid off, shortly after my dad passed away. We recorded an extra episode. We reviewed Janelle Monáe, which I never got to do on the show. And she's one of my favorite artists. And I knew that if Janelle Monáe couldn't do it, I think it was Janelle, Cardi, and Callie, if that wouldn't recapture the magic for me, then I don't think that it's going to work trying to bring back the show. I mean, we tried having a little extra episode, and I think it was still pretty good. But personally, I just didn't feel that same magic, that same fire. It didn't do for me what it used to do for me before my dad passed away, before I moved to Charlotte. And shortly after I got laid off, I moved back to Atlanta, and then Danny came up, and we got a new apartment. And we tried to record one more episode, end of 2018 episode, and even that one, it just didn't feel right. And so I knew after those two instances that for sure, I think it was better left off if we just left the show where it was and we just let it go. I opened up my laptop the other day when I got into yet another Twitter argument about Runaway Jukebox. And I put on a Patreon exclusive episode, and I was just listening to it on my speakers in the house. And it was hilarious. It was great. It was informative. It was entertaining. We really were in our bag, and I totally understand why y'all were upset about losing the show. So what I want to tell you here with this episode, with this vlog, shifting gears, is to let you know that I'm here, okay? And that I'm here on YouTube and I'm here on Twitch. And I've been here for a while, and I'm letting you know that I'm trying to do better at reconnecting with you guys. I know that in the time that we stopped doing the show, I kind of fell off of social media, but now you know why. I've just been dealing with so much internal grief and trauma. Hadn't talked about the fact that my mom had cancer, talked about the fact that my granddad passed away a few months ago. It's been really hard for me to do social media at all, not even just in a positive way. I'm never the type of person to always just share my issues and troubles and stuff like that with people on social media. But I'm trying to do better at least talking, period. And I feel like for an audience that I've been building through and somehow still holding on to through DUMBLINKS and through Twitter, I at least wanted to give you a reason why you can't have your favorite music podcast back. I understand the frustration that comes with that, but hopefully if you like me, which I'm hoping that you do, you can understand where I'm coming from in saying that I don't believe that the show needs to come back. It doesn't serve me in the same way that it used to. And while I understand that me coming back would do wonders for a lot of other people, I have other places where I'm creating stuff, and I would like for y'all to come peep. Because I still talk about music all the time, honestly. I don't have a podcast anymore, but I've still got all the same equipment. I'm using the same mic. I've got the camera that you guys helped me get. That's what I'm filming this with. Thank you so much. The mixer, I still have all of that stuff. But I'm using them in different ways. I wanna create new content. I want to, of course, I still talk about music all the time, even back on DUMBLINKS and even on my own channel. But I want to create new things to bring me joy. In the same way that I love music, I love video games. I love all kinds of things, and I love content creation. I love entertaining y'all. And I think that's what I want to come back to. And I think that's what I hope that this video kind of bridges the gap and helps with. Understanding why I can't bring back the show and asking you guys to come support what I'm doing now on my own will, hopefully still give you that same joy that Runaway Jukebox used to. So I say all that to say this. Runaway Jukebox might be gone, but Jay Burritos is still here. Nick Rattlehead, he's over on his own channel making content and Aftershock reviews. Y'all subscribe there? No? Make it happen. It's in the links below. It's on my channel page. You can go there. You can subscribe here to my channel on YouTube, and I'm dropping 2 videos a week. I stream every Monday and Thursday at 8 p.m. and I stream every Saturday at 10 a.m. on twitch.tv/jburritos. And yeah, we might be playing video games, but I do a whole lot of talking. People drop in the Discord and we just talk about this, that, and the third thing. And music is definitely a part of that conversation. As people that already knew me from Runaway Jukebox and came over to DUMBLINKS will tell you that it is a better experience. I guarantee it. What's better than having a weekly podcast that you can listen to and then you can type back? Can you imagine if I had that for you 3 times a week, 3 hours every time, where you can actually type to me and I will talk back to you? That's what I'm doing over on Twitch. And I guarantee you it's a better experience than whatever we had going on at Runaway Jukebox. I understand that that's why you're here. I understand that that's what brought you here. But I'm hoping that the true reasons why you listen to the show were myself, Nick, and Kim. And me being one of those 3 people, I'm hoping that you care enough about me to come stick around and enjoy this new stuff, because I feel like I'm making some of the best content that I've ever made. And that's not to say that I'm done talking about or making content about music, but y'all gotta come to me. Y'all gotta come back to your boy. Come to the master. Come see me. I still do this content thing, baby. I'm still good at it. And I just want you guys' support, and I want to reconnect with you guys, and I just want to create entertaining content that we can all enjoy and look back on the same way that we do over on Runaway Jukebox. So please, 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 give me a chance. Give me a shot. Come check me out on Twitch. Come check me out here on YouTube. I'm tweeting again on Twitter more often. I'm trying to get better at reconnecting with you guys. So say something to me, say hello. And last thing, you can leave a comment below in the comments if I can expect to see you in my streams. And let me know what your favorite memory was of Runaway Jukebox. We can do a little reminiscing in the chat. We can do reminiscing in the chat on Twitch too. We can talk all about it. I just need to see your face. I want to see your name in the chat, and I want to say, hey, I remember you from the show, friend. Welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. It lights up my day when I see names that I recognize in my streams. And I want you to be the next one. So do me a favor, and also do yourself a favor. Follow me on Twitch, subscribe here on YouTube, check out my new content. I'm not going anywhere. I'm back. I'm feeling good. This is helping me get through the trauma of my life and a pandemic. And so I would really appreciate your support in doing that. Okay, I think that was a good enough take. I'm gonna turn this camera off now and I'm gonna go bother Denario because I need a haircut and my mic is fed up with my shit.